Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are joining us from. Welcome. Thank you for registering for this webinar. We're excited to have you here, and we are looking forward an insightful session together. My name is Mindaugas Zagorskis. I am founder and CEO of Pipeline Pharma. In today's webinar, we will cover pharmaceutical market outlook, pharmaceutical market research platforms, CTD, dossier pipeline intelligence, and pharmaceutical product sourcing platforms. And we will do Pipeline Pharma demo. Please feel free to submit your comments and questions in the comment section, and we will address them during Q&A session in the second part of the webinar. Okay, so let's start from pharmaceutical market outlook. Pharmaceutical market continues to expand, projected to grow at cumulative average growth rate at 7% till 2029. The market is expected to reach approximately $2.5 trillion USD. On the right-hand side, we see the growth forecast by the largest markets. The highest growth rate is predicted for US and Spain, and middle growth is for UK, Italy, and Canada, and followed by the lower growth in Germany, France, and the lowest growth in Japan. It will be interesting to check how market growth forecast will be changed due to recently released a new FDA reference pricing system and new FDA rules regarding local production in the United States. Specialty biologics continue to be the largest global prescription pharmaceutical growth driver and propel the market to 1.6 trillion in 2025, which is up to 10% year-on-year growth. And specialty medicines account almost 80% on year-on-year growth in the top 4 largest European markets and the United Kingdom. And Pipeline Pharma has begun registering innovative products, allowing dossier owners to list their products free of charge in Pipeline Pharma. This gives innovators direct visibility in the fastest growing segment of the pharmaceutical market, where demand for high-value specialty treatments is rapidly accelerating. And by being present on the platform, innovative product developers list their dossiers, product development stage, and clinical information. This listing helps them to attract interest earlier from financial investors or strategic investors, such as large pharmaceutical companies. And pharmaceutical companies can search for innovative products, compare their existing pipelines, and build stronger pipelines. Global prescription pharmaceutical market remains highly concentrated in 3 therapy areas. These 3 therapy areas also account more than 44% year-on-year growth and approximately 42% of the global value. The top 3 therapy areas, as you know, is oncology, and immunology, and diabetes. It's also interesting to see how rapidly obesity therapies are entering top 10 therapy area club. Pipeline Pharma currently hosts close to 90,000 CTD dossiers from more than 2,000 dossier owners and manufacturers, with a strong representation across all major therapeutical areas. And there are generics, value-added generics, biosimilars in all therapy areas. And now we started adding innovative products in the different clinical stages. Pipeline Pharma is a global company. Over the past 13 years, has built relations with more than 2,000 CTD dossier owners and manufacturers. We have a wide network of CTD dossier owners who produce pharmaceuticals in US FDA, EU GMP, or other approved manufacturing sites across all major regions and markets. Pipeline Pharma customers, R&D, intelligence, portfolio, business development teams source and select from a broad range of manufacturers located in the different regions and countries. Database is a live organism, as we are getting business inquiries and updating information every day. Let us share one of the examples with semaglutide. Semaglutide example illustrates how the competition has been growing from 3 dose years in 2023 to 39 dose years in 2025. And this is a good example how R&D and portfolio teams can double check how many CTD dose years are available per one molecule, how many of them are in the development stage and ready to file. They can check country of origin, pharmacopoeia, is it European or US, and other important regulatory and commercial information. So portfolio R&D teams and top management can assess the risk, predict competition, price erosion, and use this pipeline intelligence information for business case and evaluate net present value of the project. Rate of uptake of biosimilars has accelerated as well as stakeholders become increasingly comfortable with them. And biosimilars take about 30% in 12 months and approximately 50% in 24 months after the launch. On the left-hand side, we see registered biosimilars in US, Europe, and Pipeline Pharma available CTD dose years for most of the biosimilars. There are more than 200 CTD dose years of biosimilars at Pipeline Pharma, including biosimilars for leading biotech products. We expect more and more biosimilar CTD dose years will come to the market, particularly when the new recently released regulatory requirements by US FDA, which will require less investments in the clinical development and assure faster market access. What are pharmaceutical market research platforms? We have developed a comparison table highlighting key market research platforms our clients commonly use. Most industry platforms offer clinical data, sales data, both value and volumes, pricing, and existing competition. IQVIA, for example, is a leading in sales data, both value and volumes. Depending on the market by market, there are IQVIA local competitors who provide value and volumes on a country local level. Some of the country authorities are also publishing information about sales volumes. Global data, CityLine and Clarivate, provides clinical trial data, including the investigator names, product development, and clinical stage. One of the main sources for gathering clinical trial data is a free public information available in clinicaltrials.gov website. As you might be aware, not all the clinical trials are successful. The majority of clinical trials fail in different clinical stages. Pipeline Pharma takes a unique approach by focusing exclusively on CTD dossier pipeline intelligence. Usually products pass the clinical stage, but none of them are registered or commercialized. Pipeline Pharma difference from other pharma platforms is that data source are from CTD dossier owners and manufacturers. With a database close to 90,000 dossiers from more than 2,000 dossier owners and manufacturers, it offers CTD dossier pipeline intelligence, sourcing via platform, and direct connection with CTD dossier owners and manufacturers without any brokerage fee. CTD dossier pipeline intelligence spans various development stages, regulatory standards, and geographies, enable our customers to anticipate potential competition and new market entrants, assess competitive intensity, predict price erosions, de-risk investments, and make informative investment decisions, including product net present value projections. From a product lifecycle perspective, there are well-established pharmaceutical market research platforms like Global Data, CityLine, and Clarivate, along with free resources like clinicaltrials.gov, which provide valuable insights into innovative pharmaceutical at various stages of clinical trials. In contrast, Pipeline Pharma CTD Dossier pipeline intelligence and sourcing platform provides information about commercially available assets for sale or for licensing, with a focus on the generic pharmaceutical products and biosimilars. And now we are starting to add innovative products to the platform. We started 13 years ago in 2012. For 11 years, we have been brokering on a global level, helped our customers make licensing deals in all 5 continents, and built relations with more than 2,000 AP owners, CTD dossier owners, and manufacturers. We got a lot of valuable feedback from our customers of the importance of direct connection. 2 years ago, we switched a business model to subscription, platform data licensing. Now we operate on the annual subscription model and connect buyers with the sellers without any brokerage fee. So licensors and licensees can exchange confidential information from day one after the connection and can negotiate commercial terms directly without any brokerage fee. And this is how successful the new business model is for our customers, how successfully they sign new agreements, increasing their supply network and increasing their pipeline. And now we apply the same successful model to innovative products and started to work adding innovative products in the various clinical stages. Our initial focus on pharmaceutical products in clinical stages, phase 2 and phase 3. How to leverage publicly available marketing authorization registers for competitive analysis and sourcing. Public marketing authorizations registers from ministries of health provide valuable insights into registered pharmaceuticals in each country, allowing companies to assess market competition. Key resources for marketing authorization data in regulated markets in US and European Union. Here we see in US, we are all familiar and using the Orange Book to check registrations of chemical drugs, and the Purple Book to check the registrations of biologics and biosimilars. For Europe, in Europe, we have several registers as well. EMEA, register for centrally registered pharmaceuticals, and HMA for decentralized registrations, pharmaceuticals who are registered via mutual recognition procedure or decentralized procedure. And separate countries like Sweden, in this example, provides information about registered products, brand and generic names, pricing. Some of them provides pricing information. Some registers allow downloading to Excel files from the website, so company market research teams, intelligence teams easily evaluate this free resource. Pharmaceutical companies also use API registers, such as European API CEP register, to identify API registrations. So pharmaceutical companies can approach API owners with an initiative to open the discussion regarding the development of finished dosage formulations. However, this indirect or detective approach, as well as sourcing in MA registers, requires significant manual effort and may not always lead to productive connections. While companies can approach MA owner holders for licensing, supply, or other type of partnering agreements, this manual process is time-consuming, very slow, and often yields limited results, as MAs are frequently retained by dossier owners or in licensing partners already. In MA registers, we see that what is the market. Differently in Pipeline Pharma Intelligence, we see what is the coming to the market, what dossiers might come to the market. And differently from MA registers, CTD dossier pipeline intelligence and sourcing platforms, such as Pipeline Pharma, enable search what dossiers are available in the market. Sourcing part is also enables a direct connection pharmaceutical companies with CTD dossier owners and manufacturers with just a few clicks in the platform and without any brokerage fee. And this is how specialized sourcing platforms makes life easier for the B2B partnering deal types. How companies use pharmaceutical pricing registers? Public pharmaceutical pricing registers offer country-specific pricing data through a depth information varies significant between countries. Global platforms like IQVIA, Global Data provide pharmaceutical pricing insights. There are specialized pricing providers like Nablin, it's by Versana and Pharma14. They provide information on ex-factory, wholesale, and retail price data. However, a lot of information is also available in the public registers, and which is also free of charge. Pipeline Pharma approach to pricing offers a unique advantage by providing a direct access to manufacturer pricing. The platform connects clients with CTD dossier owners and manufacturers, offering supply pricing from the factory and tailored commercial based on such factors as market of interest, deal type, and sales volumes. Sourcing in the events. So from product lifecycle perspective, there are well-established pharmaceutical industry events dedicated to different market segments. Events such as Bio International Convention, Bio Europe, JP Morgan, Jefferies focus on biotech and innovative products. And while CPHI, Europelix, Pharma Synergy, Pharma Venue is more centered about generics. And some events are hybrid. We can source innovative products and generics in pharmaceutical licensing group events. And there are well-established regional events like DCAT for US and BPharma for Latin American markets. And Pipeline Pharma team usually participates in different events, in many of those events. Yes, it's also one of the sourcing tools for our customers. Now we can go to Pipeline Pharma demo. So in Pipeline Pharma, you can see 5 categories: generics, originals. Now we started developing originals, biosimilars, medical devices, and nutraceuticals. This is a search engine, so you can search by generic pharmaceutical name. And in the left-hand side, there are industry-specific filtering system like My Suppliers. For the subscribers who getting connections, they can see their suppliers and their products. Or also, so subscribers can see value-added products. So the value-added product it could be, is it a different form or different dose or different combination? Maybe it's only one dossier in European Union, or maybe it's a different way of action, or maybe it's a 505B application for US. So something is different, which is do not have many competitors in the industry, even if it's generic, and makes product life cycle longer and less price erosion. So makes a great value for the customers. So as we have 90,000 dossiers, and on daily basis we are working with our suppliers in the discussion. So we're getting some signals about those years could be differentiated and value added. And also subscribers can see marketing authorizations available in different markets. And also the clients can source by different formulations like injectables or creams or gels or ovules. And they also can check by therapy areas, by ATC classification, and either by, for example, by diabetes or by hypertensive, oncology, and so. Also can filter by country of origin, including European Union or any specific market. There are also possibility to filter by pharmacopoeia. So if there are UCTD Clients can source only dossiers developed according to European Pharmacopoeia, or for example, US CTD, which is developed according to US Pharmacopoeia. And dossier status always can check what dossier are ready already or which is in under development stage. So they can also double check potential opportunities which might come in future to the market. Particularly, it's important when evaluating how many generics might come to my market. Portfolio teams can check if they have idea to develop the product or to put the investment, to check how many potential competitors are already in ready-to-file status or under development status. So either validate idea that this is unique, either to think twice if there are 20 generics already with ready-to-file dossiers. And the GMP approvals. So companies can check, select very specific GMP approvals like US FDA, UGMP, Invisa, ANVIMA, TGA, PMDA, or other approvals. And of course, there are possibilities to combine all those filters to narrow down these searches. And in the product card, there are different levels of information. So there are generic name and dossier information, pharmacopoeia, status dossier, country of origin, and GMP approvals. Also, there are sometimes clinical or stability data, manufacturing data. And in the middle part, there are commercial information, which markets are, for example, not available for business due to either those owner has a direct presence or they already have partners in those markets. Also, commercial information indicating deal types. For example, the licensing and supply, distribution, or tech transfer business models are available. And a short description about the manufacturer, the owner. At the initial stage, we are not disclosing the names of the manufacturers, but this is coming for subscribers who get a positive replies, and then they're getting a company name and contact details. And let's make an example. We'll put the same semaglutide. So we see 39 products available, and in case we would like to check how many of them are ready to file, you always can ready to file, dossier status, ready to file. 13 products ready to file, and in development, there are 26 in the development. And in case we would like to check how many European Union Pharmacopoeia, so it's 14, and in case we would like to combine how many European Pharmacopoeia ready to file, at the moment it's 3. And let's say we would like to make a business inquiry. So how easily it is to approach. We just can send inquiry. We can indicate market of interest, licensing and supply for our target market, or even a couple of markets, depends where we are going to commercialize. We can put some comments or exclude some companies if they are not willing to approach. And in the last step, we can indicate the annual forecast, or we can put not applicable in case we are the company is treating annual forecast as confidential information at this stage. Maybe they would prefer to exchange the commercial information later when CDA will be signed, and finish. So then we are going to the dashboard of pipeline. There are several projects, and the clients easily can add alternative sources for semaglutide in order to increase probability approaching multiple semaglutide CTD dossier owners and manufacturers. And now they're waiting between 1 to 15 business days in order to get a reply. And what's happening on the background, our team are resending emails, reminding emails, and even calling to the dossier owners, trying to get a feedback. If the reply is positive, we are providing company name, contact details of responsible manager, including email, phone number, and we're also doing warm introduction. So clients can take from there, and they can continue the discussions. So This is how easy now to find the products in the Pipeline Pharma, and we just see how easily to source them, and adding multiple sources, increasing probability to be more successful to get the dossier to the market. And at the same time, if there are several positive replies, you have opportunity to choose the best commercial partner. So increase the profitability or time to market. So let me get back to presentation. What are the proposal and what is the pricing structure to become a Pipeline Pharma subscriber? So our pricing based on several key criteria, mainly related to how big the portfolio pipeline our clients are targeting to build during the next 1, 2, 3 years, and how many new contracts they're targeting to sign. So the first is number of products. As we saw, for example, the semaglutide case, customers can receive multiple connections, and this is one unique product in the pipeline. And the number of markets of commercialization, and the number of users, how many users company would like to use the platform. Indicative price is from 3,500 to 10,000 euro and even more, with entry options that can scale up clients with the usage. And to receive a tailored proposal, please send us email to support@pipelinepharma.com. So we will connect with our business development team responsible for different markets, so you can discuss the details of the proposition. And thank you for your attention. And now we can go to the comments section.